Hi everyone, welcome to Chic Sims. So today, as the title says, this house we're looking at today is in Beverly Hills. So I decided to take a walk in the neighborhood today to give you guys a glimpse of the inspiration for this house, you know, the kind of houses that are in Beverly Hills. This is a neighborhood I'm very familiar with because I grew up here, and I just wanted to give you guys a feel of what the houses here really look like. We have a lot of trees here. We definitely have a lot of palm trees. Our streets are aligned with palm trees, and just overall we have a lot of greenery, like all year round greenery here in Beverly Hills. And you know, I was looking at a lot of the other builds that I've seen that are on YouTube of Beverly Hills houses, and while most of them are gorgeous and beautiful, they don't really look like houses that are actually in Beverly Hills. I might be picky because I grew up here, but I wanted to show you guys what a house in Beverly Hills really looks like, and this is why I decided to do this video. Especially in the Beverly Hills Flats, which is the area that's just north of Santa Monica Boulevard and just south of Sunset. So typically a Beverly Hills house in this area has a little wall or a little fence with typically will have a pedestrian gate and two gates for cars, two driveways for your cars, typically an in gate and an out gate. And I used these fences that we have in the game from the, I think it was a backyard event. So now let's go in. So a lot of the houses in Beverly Hills were built in the early 1900s going up, and this house in particular was built in the 1920s, and so it definitely has a lot of original charm to it. It was renovated, we can say, like in the 1930s, because that was the time that the Art Deco movement really made an impact, and a lot of the houses in Beverly Hills definitely embrace that Art Deco movement, which is one of my favorite eras actually. So, you know, the owners of this house try to keep that balance of, you know, embracing the original features of the house, but also continuing to kind of modernize it. So over here we have their formal living room, which is a balance for the two of them, because the guy who lives here is very macho and his fiance is very girly, and she decorated this house, so she tried to keep that you know, try to keep both of their personalities shining through, so it's not too masculine, it's not too feminine either, it's just kind of a balance for the two of them. So that's kind of why she went with some of these pieces. She was working around this really gorgeous Art Deco inspired fireplace here. I guess we can say that's an original feature of the house, or it was added in the 1930s, and she just kind of worked around that with these gorgeous flower pots over there, and this table that was an extension of the French chateau. But I actually got it in the online store because it didn't really come in the French chateau, but it was kind of part of that whole French thing that we had going on, the French romance event. And you know, there's a touch of glamour in here with the gorgeous chandelier, crystal chandelier in here from the closet, the custom closet event. And you know, this plant that I got also, this flower that I got also from the online store. So yeah, that is their formal living room. And across the hall here we have their less formal living room. This is kind of just their area where they like to cuddle with each other, they like to chill out and drink some hot chocolate together and just embrace and just find out what each other did during the day. You know, how was your day, honey? That kind of thing. So this is the room, and this is a really huge couch, and I'm sure you guys know it requires a lot of space to fit this couch in a room where it fits and sits properly because it's ginormous. But you know, I think it goes really well with the scheme, the color scheme in here. It's gray. There's some silver. I love these tables that we have here, and this is a room for them to just kind of, you know, just chill out here. And also they have these modernized windows, these huge windows that they're able to have a nice view of their backyard and their swimming pool. We do have a staircase that goes down to the basement, where we're going to look at that a little bit later, because for now we're going to go into their living room. Sorry, their dining room. So this is their dining room, and you know, I decided to go with a wider table in here because I just kind of wanted to do something different. This table actually looks like it only seats 6, but it actually seats 10, I believe. You can actually put chairs. I think you can add 4 more chairs on the sides that are empty right now, and you can definitely see 10 Sims there. So moving on, we have their kitchen. Now their kitchen is not really huge. That's because this is a really young couple. They don't really need a huge kitchen. They're the type of couple that are just, you know, they're always busy. They're always on the go. You know, in Beverly Hills, we have a lot of amazing restaurants. So these guys are always eating, you know, they're always eating out somewhere. And so this living room is this kitchen is kind of more like a place for them to juice really quickly. And you know, they go to the gym a lot, so it's kind of like they're on the run, they're on the move, so they don't really need a huge kitchen. And also, they're not planning on having kids anytime soon, so it's very functional for them. You know, 2 Sims can be in here without any problems at the same time, and that's that. So moving on here, we're going to go back to their less formal living room, which takes us down to the basement. Now this is the office in the house. So this is her office. She's an interior designer, and she's only been doing this for like a year, maybe under a year or so. She still works from home. This is her office. She's constantly changing it because, you know, as a lot of interior designers do, they're constantly changing their, you know, their living space and trying out new things. So over here we have a lot of gold. These plants, these flower pots here are gorgeous. I think they have this nice gold color to them, and of course I use the gold version of that French mirror that we have. And that is her office. So moving on, this is just a little area in the basement which has different doors, and that brings us to a bathroom. It's pretty simple. That's a guest bathroom for people to, you know, come down and use, guests of the property. And also in here we have their laundry room. I don't think it needs to be that big. I'm not one of those people that makes like really big rooms, especially in a basement. So that's their laundry room. And over here, which I think is the biggest room in the basement, is their movie theater. So this is their home theater or their home cinema. I mean, depending on where you're from, you'll say it differently. But this is part of the new addition to the game that we got in the luxury update, and I'm so glad that we have these. So this is where this couple comes in to watch through these large monitors when they're having date night, you know, movie night at home. And one thing I noticed with these, you can just turn them on and turn them off. You don't really have to have your Sims come and sit to watch your Sims. It functions differently from a regular TV, I noticed. But yeah, that was their home theater. So now we're upstairs and we're looking at the hallway that you see as soon as you get upstairs. And this room over here brings us to their bedroom, the master bedroom. As soon as you walk into their bedroom, they have this kind of area, seating area, before you get into their bedroom. So continuing with the color scheme that they have in here, their room is definitely, it's got a lot of grays and also some black, because I just love how this wall, these feature walls that we have, just kind of add something different to the builds. And this is what it looks like at night, but I think it looks, you know, pretty good with the feature wall. I love these feature walls and I try to use them in every build. So they also have a balcony that overlooks their backyard and their pool that we're going to look at later. And you know, when they want to, they can also watch, you know, with a big screen in there, or if they want to watch a movie in bed, they can do that. So over here we have a tiny little hallway, which is part of their room, which brings us into their bathroom. Now, like I said, these guys are people who like to, they're in and out. They're always in the move, so their bathroom is just kind of highly functional. And next to their bathroom, we're looking at his closet. His closet is very, I don't know, maybe kind of GQ inspired. I don't know. It's very neat. It's a very guys closet. He has a lot of stuff, but he keeps it in order. He's not like her. She needs way more space than he does. So with her, she has her dressing room. She has a room where she gets ready, like her powder room, which is what we're looking at right now. And she does her makeup in here. She keeps her cosmetics here and shampoos or whatever she needs in here, makeup, hairsprays, stuff like that. You know, we girls, we love our beauty products, so that's where she keeps them. And right next door to that, she has her walk-in closet. This room is very, I think it's also very 1930s because of these walls that we have that are, to me, they're very Art Deco also. And so this is her closet. And she has a lot of shoes in here. Now that's something I always add in my builds. I always add a lot of shoes because I'm the kind of girl who, I have a lot of shoes. I'm obsessed with shoes. So to me, a closet is so important to add in all my builds. And that is that. That's her closet. So moving on, this is her, their guest room. As you can see, this room has a completely different color scheme from all the other rooms in the house, which are mostly gray. They decided to do something different in here just to give their guests a break from all the gray. So this is their, it's more soft, I would say. It's more desert colors, I guess. So this is where their guests stay. And across the hallway from their room is actually, this was supposed to be a bedroom, but they turned it into a less formal TV room. So that's what they do if they just want to watch a movie casually, or like more like watching a TV show. So that's where they do that. And next door to that, they change this room into a like a mini gym. Now, like I said before, the guy, he's really macho, and so he owns a gym, and they love to work out together. They go to the gym a lot. This is them working out at the gym in Simtown, and because he owns a gym and they work out a lot, he made sure that he can always still get like a little bit of a workout from home. So this is not a full functioning gym whatsoever, but it's just something for them to still be able to get a little workout in even while they're at home, just to keep up with that fitness, you know. And the cool thing about it is that they have these huge windows, so they're able to work out together and have a nice view of their swimming pool in their backyard. So I thought that was something pretty awesome for them to do, you know. So that's that, and I love it. So moving on, this is their backyard. Now you guys can obviously tell that I didn't use a larger lot for this. I used a regular size lot. So I couldn't really go as big as I could have. But I will say a lot of the houses in the Beverly Hills flats don't really tend to have yards as huge as the houses in Beverly Hills that are north of Sunset. The houses that are north of Sunset tend to have more space. They're larger. The lots tend to be larger. You know, that's where you'll find houses like Beverly Park, things like that. But over here, you know, they still enjoy their backyard together. They're very lovey, and this is what it looks like at night. So just try to give you guys a glimpse of that, what it looks like with the lights on and everything. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more videos like this of more Beverly Hills builds, just let me know and I'll be more than happy to film some for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!